It has happened again. Another earthquake, a 4.8 magnitude earthquake, shook West Texas this afternoon. The United States Geological Survey reports it hit about 1:30.
Hey guys, PayDroV here. In this video, I want to quickly go over all the things that's going on with the weather. We see a bunch of fires, earthquakes, and much more. So with everything going on, all this chaos building up, and I'm pretty much just thinking here like, wow, it is getting really, really intense. And I'm just thinking like, could this all be deliberate in some sort of way? Yes, it really can be.
A moderate magnitude 4.4 earthquake struck 17.5 kilometers from Townsville, Queensland, Australia, on the evening of Saturday, March 1st, 2025, at approximately 9:31 p.m. local time.
If you're like a lot of people here on the South Coast, you probably got an early morning text from friends or family asking, did you feel it?
My bed shook a little bit. I'm like, what is that? It was like a tremor. It didn't last very long.
I know a few of my friends in Victoria said they felt it this morning.
Yes, that's what we're hearing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They said the whole house was rumbling.
The 4.1 magnitude quake struck in the islands off the coast of Victoria near Orcas Island.
But it was fairly shallow. So when you have a source shallower in the crust, it tends to be felt more over a larger area and felt more strongly.
So we were talking about that magnitude 4.5 earthquake that hit just after 5 o'clock this morning, east-northeast of Friday Harbor. And to talk much more about this, we want to bring in Dr. Harold Tobin, the director of the Pacific Northwest Seismic Network. Harold, thanks so much for joining us. What do we know about this quake? Is this at a range where we don't expect any impacts or damages?
Yeah, I don't know if there have been any actual damage reports. At 4.5, that's sort of right in the area where we might start to see some low-level damage. I'd be interested to hear if anybody felt any, but certainly it was widely felt, woke people up 5:02 a.m., and its magnitude 4.5 earthquake.
We have been seeing stuff about smart cities, things with the railroads, train derailments, a lot of weird and strange things that's really connected and much more deeper than one can even think of.
Fire crews are investigating a train derailment near the Valencia-Socorro County line. It happened around 9 this morning near Abetas, which is 14 miles south of Berlin. State police say multiple train cars carrying both hazardous and non-hazardous materials derailed. They say there is no danger to the public and no one was injured. This is an ongoing investigation.
We also been hearing about directed energy weapons being used in these places, and although there is not much proof out there, there is a lot of proof of this technology and these types of weapons. So what is it that we cannot prove? If people who run the resources have evil agendas, what will they not do in those scenarios?
Take a look at this video. This is from the perspective of the helmet camera of a firefighter in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah, erratic blazes there, fueled by wind changes and dry conditions. Just absolutely wreaked havoc on that region this weekend. The video shows the crews using a hose to spray the water right there onto the fire, all as the ashes were raining down from the sky.
This morning, residents in the southeast waking up after a weekend of wildfires, red flag warnings, and frightening evacuations. Hurry! In South Carolina, first responders battling more than 170 wildfires as the governor here declared a state of emergency. This view of the blazes captured during a plane landing in Myrtle Beach after powerful wind gusts approaching 30 miles an hour over the weekend spread flames that reached several dozen feet into the sky.
And we've witnessed just how easily this kind of dry brush can fuel the fire. We've watched these flames multiply in just the last couple of minutes.
They are pretty much taking advantage of every situation that we can even begin to imagine. And if they are willing to kill as many people to get that agenda fulfilled, they will do it. That is why we are fighting against evil wickedness in this world.
All right, we're getting some breaking news that we've been following over the last hour with a Trump administration official confirming that about 5% of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are being let go. That agency includes the National Weather Service. They've worked together to put together sometimes life-saving forecasts for severe weather threats, like hurricanes, for instance, wildfires, all the things that we've been experiencing over the last who knows how long. Bill Caron's joining us now with more on this. So our own Garrett Hake confirming this information. Now, I know in the last hour we said we hadn't got confirmation from the White House on this yet, but they are telling Garrett that meteorologists are in fact being spared. Is this largely spared? Okay, so walk us through what you know. Okay.
Yeah, so we're roughly talking about an agency that has about 12,000 employees. This is NOAA. They're in charge of researching and giving you information about your skies, your oceans, and a lot of the critical details that you get, are what we call mission essential. That means protecting your life, giving you the information that you need in case of hurricanes, in case of tornadoes. So they have all these different departments, like the National Hurricane Center, the Storm Prediction Center, which does the tornadoes. For flooding, we have the Weather Prediction Center. And all of these positions that were limited are mostly the probationary positions. Those are people that have gotten the job within the last year or have gotten a promotion in the last year. And those are the ones that have lost their jobs. Now, the administration says that they were trying to do their best to spare as many of these mission essential roles as possible, but not all.
People really need to look deeper. If we can counter the information that's being put out there, because when they run everything, we are talking about everything from media companies, anything and everything you can imagine. It's a war on information right now, okay? We are dealing with wickedness. Evil, guys. Please, when watching these videos too, have an open mind, okay? I know we don't always agree with each other, and that's fine. I'm not here to make you believe what I believe, but to see things from a different side, a different perspective, a different angle. We are definitely on the same team. If you are against evil, so am I, because we are the light in this world, in this darkness, okay? There's just so much evil, chaos running this world. There has to be some kind of balance. There has to be some kind of light, good. And there are a lot of good forces out there too, because God is in control. God has a plan, and we are part of the purpose. If God has you chosen, then wow, you are untouchable. You have a purpose and you are walking it. You are fulfilling it. You are making a meaning out of what you do. So please make the effort and do what you can. With the tools that we have, that's what we will do. And we can do that together. Brothers and sisters, I know there is so much stuff going on. I'm going to continue making content. And please hit that notification button. Subscribe if you haven't. I believe there's about like 50% of you not subscribed. So please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and stay tuned in for new content, okay? So with that all being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all.
The moon has a really big month for March. We have a total lunar eclipse on the way. That's where the moon starts to darken, almost looks like it's disappearing, and then all of a sudden it turns this really deep blood orange color. The last time we had a total lunar eclipse was back in 2022, and now we've got one for March 2025. We want to